Super Idol di Charo, domain to 10 by Chung for the.
Guys, I mean, you can tell by the dislikes. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, so I watched 2 reviews from people, one person that I watch everything about, all my reviews of, and the other one sometimes, you know. But it was I'm conflicted as fuck. Well, not really. I don't know. Oh my god. So I thought I was gonna be for sure in one direction when all these reviews came out. I wasn't. I'm not. So let's just watch the IGN review. Okay, let's just watch it. But from all these people, it seems super positive. But there are like really, people that play dragonage a lot, very big YouTubers and shit. I'm gonna just say it, Maddie Plays, bro. Oh my gosh, I saw that review title. I was like, fuck, bro. I commented that too. I was like, fuck, bro. So I'm very conflicted. I don't know what to think, bro. I mean, we could think, yeah, all these little top review sites, IGN, GameSpot, all these motherfuckers got like 9 out of 10s and stuff for the game, 5 out of 5s and stuff, So that means they're shills. They're paid by Bioware, and all that bullshit. I mean, we could think that, and I'm just like, maybe, because I'm just like, what? So we're gonna watch this. I don't know what to think. We just have to wait until I get the game in my hands. Usually, I can just somewhat decide. I mean, obviously, you gotta wait till you get the game right. But like now, it's just like this is different. I'm just
As I excitedly slashed, blasted, wooed, looted, and delved my way through the stunning and enthralling world of Dragonage the Veilguard, I kept having one thought. Wait, Bioware made this? 2024 Bioware?
You're really selling it.
Did they?
With this game coming in the wake of the debacle that was Anthem, itself preceded by Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect Andromeda, which were both merely alright in hindsight, I wasn't sure these former masters of the role-playing game craft could make a game like this anymore. But putting together my team of interesting and endearing companions to save the world felt like getting the old band back together, in more ways than one.
Archdemons attacking the north wall!
Try the horns!
The Archdemon's too loud!
No one's retreating!
Okay.
There's no choice, sir.
That's
We're
wise,
under
huh?
siege. We have to fall back to the dragon trap.
Forget that.
Twilight of the Gods review. Oh, no, they're saying it's... Wait, what? Whatever, okay.
Trap. Send word to Commander Janos. Rally outside the wall.
Bold!
The scope of this adventure is the whole north of Thetis.
Ooh, I actually want to look at the map. Ooh, okay. Oh, you got the little strength thing. Okay, that's from, that's good because you couldn't really tell. Like, you get a little bit of that in Origins, but not really, Wow, that's cool. Because you can donate stuff to the factions, but it didn't really do shit. I don't think it did shit. I'm on my second playthrough, like, towards the end of that, but, I don't think it did shit. Anyways,
sending you from the coasts of Ravane to the blighted wilds of the Anderfels, as you attempt to prevent the rise of an ancient and menacing evil. It was thrilling, as a longtime fan of the series, to finally see so many of the places I'd only
Skyhold in 4K. I can't wait to see that shit.
Read about in a
or at least, like, the snowy areas, right?
journal entry way back in 2009.
It's like Orlais.
And the way BioWare has us go about that exploration is very focused and deliberate.
That shit about to make
Veilguard's
me
level
sick.
design was one
Stop
of the
spinning, bro. Like, we get it. Holy fuck. He's like trying, whoever is doing it, like trying so hard to like show all the view. We see it, bro. You can go slow, man. You can go slow. That shit was making me sick.
first things that jumped out at me.
Damn.
Reminding me of the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic almost more
still
than
gotta play that.
anything. The slick, looping corridors with just enough little nooks to discover are cleverly interconnected in a way that proves how a Bioware-style RPG gains a lot and loses almost nothing by ditching the idea of a fully open world. The exceptions to that are a couple of the more vertical sections of the city of Minrathous, which...
No, please don't be Orlais. Please don't.
Can be a little bit of a pain in the ass to navigate sometimes.
Okay.
Across the board, though, the environment art is really...
You know, that really is Orlais. Like, you go... No, really, like, you really think, oh my gosh, it is just like Orlais. You know, you go to Orlais, right, for the first time. It's small as shit, right? I put this in my Dragon Age Inquisition review. I posted it like a couple days ago. But it's small as shit. But to go to the second floor of Orlais, or like the second floor, you gotta teleport there. You gotta teleport there by like a little, I don't know, it was like a little station you go to, you know, and then shows the top floors you go to. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that in my first playthroughs, actually, to be fair. I mean, somehow I ended up there for like the quests and shit, but like I generally like I didn't really know until like my most recent playthroughs. I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute. What the fuck? But all the stairs and stuff on the first ground of Orlais, they don't go anywhere. You can't go up them. They're just there just to be there, you know? So, kind of sucky. It is a sucky area anyways. Like, I only go there once and that's it. That's all you need to do is for the main quests. Any other time, you don't need to go back there. Especially because the loot and the armor there is, like, trash, you know?
From the desolate peaks of Kal Shirak to the surreal floating elven ruins in Arlathan Forest. I was very pleased with the character designs too. The armor and outfits are fabulous. I spent more than an hour in the character creator.
Stop. Can we stop? Can everyone stop making a fucking Quinari? Like, holy shit. Please stop. Please stop, bro. I'm about to be sick.
Like I usually do. And came out with
There's
a version
3
of
other
our
races
protagonist Rook.
Okay, I appreciate the hair options.
Delighted me every time she was in frame. This might be some of the best looking hair I've ever seen in a video game.
I'll bet.
Even with all of that visual splendor, I was able to get a stable 60 FPS at 4K on my RTX 4070 Super with...
What the fuck did he just say? Nigga, I play on Xbox. I play on Xbox.
DLSS set to maximum performance, which usually...
Nah, I mean, I might play on PC because, you know, I play Inquisition with mods on PC now.
Didn't affect the visual quality in very noticeable ways. The one exception to this was in the late game when there could be so many spell effects going off at once that I not only lose frames, it's also just difficult to even see what's actually going on.
Yeah, what is going on? Oh god.
Through the crackle and sparks though, Veilguard's combat is definitely a refinement of what we saw in
Really? These reviews are the complete opposite of Maddie and Skills Up. Those are only 2 that I found that were negative so far out of all the positive ones that are like 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5 type shit. These are the complete opposite like remarks, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, besides character creation, sure, whatever, that's probably the only good thing they did, but like in general that I somewhat have faith in. I mean, the ass slider is a disappointment. Okay, I want a big BBL fucking Quinari you know, MC, bro. I'm playing. No, but the ass slider is kind of wild. Chest slider, yeah, it is kind of wild. Nigga, that ain't an extra large. That's not 100% maximum. I'm sorry. It's literally my size, bro. This is not, you know. Yeah, you know. It's not. Shit, nigga, I'm not even wearing a bra.
Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition.
No, I am. I just got home from work.
I've always preferred the more tactical style of Dragon Age Origins or Baldur's Gate 3, but that ship sailed so long ago for this studio, not even the Evanurus remember what it looked like.
Shit.
And so, judging this very action-focused combat system for what it is...
Oh, and I actually paused it to talk about he was like, you don't know what the hell going on with all that shit. Reminds me of Diablo, but at least Diablo, you know, it was like top down, so you can see like some things going on, maybe a little bit better. It's still bad in Diablo, you know. There's a lot of effects and shit going on. Like, I can see it here. This is why this game, you know, you had the option to be top down for all 3 games, but you don't hear. I'd prefer to have that, you know.
Pretty
guys.
good. Bioware has committed fully to the fast-paced style and refined it to a point that I enjoy it quite a bit. And the ability to pause and issue party members' orders, just like in Mass Effect, still gives some opportunity for more tactical players like myself to look around the battlefield and consider our next move. It definitely feels better on a controller than mouse and keyboard, though.
Yeah.
I was somewhat disappointed that party members are more like extensions of your own character in combat at this point, rather than their own entities.
Exactly.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a
Exactly.
plague.
They don't even have health bars, for instance.
What?
They can't be knocked out, whereas you
What?
instantly lose an encounter if Rook goes down. They do have equipment slots and skill trees, though.
Why are they there? You might as well just take them out, you know, of the missions and just not call it dragonage, because, is it with like difficulty? You know, can you is there an option to make them die? You know, it sounds fucked up, but I'm just asking. You know, there's a lot of options to tweak the game with, so maybe there is an option, but maybe not. But that is okay. Wow. Okay. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I prefer for them to have the option to die, because, you know, yeah.
Less than what Rook gets. But overall, the amount of customization
That armor looks lit, though. It looks like, that's elven armor. It looks like ancient elven armor, though.
available for the whole squad through piles and piles of interesting upgradable loot was more than enough to satisfy my RPG.
Was she a mage? Okay. Rook, Vinya, Outwear, whatever. Oh, yeah, 50 is the max level, by the way, from what I heard. 18,000 gold. God damn. Okay. I'm just they said there's like 9 things that you gotta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, so it is actually 9. That's the same as the other games, bro, right? Somewhat. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, there's no pants option, so it's just like armor sets, I guess, something like that. Whatever. Okay, sure, whatever. It's like that in Inquisition. I'll take it. Sure. Maybe I do want pants. Yeah, maybe I do. Whatever. I mean,
G appetites, if not fulfill my wildest fantasies of intricate battle management.
Nice shot.
In my 100-hour, near 100%, almost obsessively completionist playthrough, I styled Rook as a Spellblade, a mid-ranged melee hybrid mage, and really enjoyed the playstyle once I'd unlocked all of my core tools.
yeah, that'll probably be what I'll be.
Dancing with a dagger through a lightning storm I summoned, darting out of danger and then back in for a lethal blow, is just a really good time that rewards precise timing, and is just a really good time that rewards precise timing.
Did she miss, or was that an actual hit? Because that skeleton had no reaction.
Wise target prioritization. This isn't the tactical Dragon Age of my youth, but it is a Dragon Age I can vibe with. And the highlights of combat are definitely the boss fights, which offer a really satisfying challenge, even on the default difficulty. While standard mob fights with Darkspawn or Venatori cultists eventually got a little repetitive after 90 plus hours, going up against a high dragon never failed to get my blood pumping, as I had to carefully study attack patterns and think on my feet.
Oh, he got that little heart thing like Dragon's Dogma.
That a Bioware RPG is really about your companions, also known as the friends we made along the way. This might be the most Bioware game of all time. Not only
Oh, I think this is the armor from what's it called, the deluxe edition, actually. I don't know. Anyways, the most Bioware game of all time. Yeah, it will be. And it might be the last.
Only is the whole squad.
I'm sorry. That's too dark.
Made up of complex, memorable,
I don't know, man.
distinct personalities from across Thedas.
I'm rich.
But they're all treated as the stars of their own story. Veilguard is light on that classic kind of side quest that's like, help Bingo Bongo find some nug grease. And I don't miss those much, because they've been replaced by full-length heroic arcs for each companion, with twists, turns, a personal nemesis, major character developments, and a moment of triumph fit for a protagonist rather than a sidekick.
Our rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
It's like the writers took the loyalty missions from Mass Effect 2 and blew them up into 7 miniature games of their own. Almost every side mission ties into one of these, which obliterates the sense that you're just doing busy work.
Nothing I'm
which own. Almost every side mission ties into one of these, which obliterates the sense that you're just doing busy work.
Nothing I'm seeing makes me want to look away.
Picking a
Okay, I've kind of heard somewhat of the opposite. This is another, yeah. I'll save this shit for the next video, because we're gonna go over like all the reviews and shit. Because I don't have a review code, obviously. You know, nobody got a review code. Shit, ain't nobody get a review code. Like a lot of people didn't get review codes and shit. I actually thought it was just like, you know, like a couple people, you know, a couple big YouTubers. There's a lot of people that didn't get review codes, and apparently, no, I mean we'll talk about this in the next one. But like, you know, apparently, review codes, they made like a, and this is allegedly right. They only made like a specific amount of review codes, so why not make more? I don't fucking know. I don't know why they didn't, but it was only a specific amount, you know, small amount, whatever.
Favorite of the 7 Veilguard members
Allegedly.
to talk about genuinely feels like an impossible task. I really want to just say all of them are my favorite, but I had a rewarding romance with the stoic Grey Warden Davrin and became mother to his fledgling Griffin pal Asan, so he's got to be my pick for this playthrough. Asan, that is. Seriously, if anything ever happens to this little guy, I will wash Thedas away in a tide of fire. The Vincent Price-inspired gentleman necromancer Emmerich is also a delightful twist on the usual edgy goth death mage tropes.
We'll be fighting weirder stuff than necromancy.
And while we've been asked by the devs not to spoil specifically who I'm talking about here, as a non-binary person myself, Veilguard includes some of the most authentic representation of coming to terms with general gender stuff, and having to navigate your family's reaction to it I've yet to see in a game. It doesn't feel...
We know who the fuck he's talking about. We kind of know he's in the game, right? It feels pretty obvious that he's gonna be, you know, one of the ones to come back, right? Yeah.
Like an after-school special, or like I'm being pandered to. It's quite well handled, and finding out that the writer for this character is non-binary themselves did not surprise me at all.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a plague.
Can I stop getting this fucking ad? God damn, I am not playing VR, brah. Maybe just for Beat Saber, that's about it. In VR chat, those are the only games that are the only good games on fucking VR, bro.
A damn good looking hero if I do.
There are some other like somewhat good games, but like, you know, I don't really have any friends that play VR. You know, I'm gonna go into that's another video. That's another video. Let me stop.
You say so?
Oh god. Let's go.
The larger plot that's threatening the world in the background as we're doing all these more personal quests is nothing particularly outstanding in its overall structure. We need to unite some factions to fight some evil gods who are trying to do bad things with tentacles. The major wrinkle that makes that interesting, however, is Solas, also known as the Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel, the elven god of lies and rebellion. waiting in the wings, keeping me guessing about whether he was a friend or foe.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to.
As a continuation of the Dragon Age series, Veilguard does feel a little disconnected from where we left off a decade ago. If you were expecting decisions from previous games in the series to carry over, I'm sorry to say they've never mattered less.
Yep.
You only get to import 3 choices, one of which only comes up in the context of a single letter you may or may not find and read. You do get to recreate your Inquisitor from Dragon Age Inquisition, the same way Inquisition let you recreate your Hawk if you played Dragon Age 2, and the Inquisitor ends up being a fairly important character, which was cool.
Good.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it?
Oh!
You were someone before that.
But things like...
Okay. Interesting. So we get to see him on screen a little bit more. Cool. You know, I was thinking it was gonna be like for like, you know how Bioware. I mean, with Hawk they did good, but sometimes they'd be butchering shit. You know, I was thinking bro was just gonna be there for like one mission and that was it. You know.
Who you chose to make the head of the Chantry at the end of Inquisition never come up. There's no sign of the Warden from Origins, even though you visit the stronghold of their order.
Exactly.
Hawk gets only a passing mention. There are some other cameos.
Well, no, Hawk is kind of understandable. I mean, they've been like, oh, he's been in the shadows and shit. Like, we haven't seen him in years. Like, or that nigga dead. Or, you know, yeah. But the Warden... I mean, well, it depends. Like, you could have married Alistair. Or you could have been like a warden. Oh, okay, maybe we should be seeing more of the warden. Your warden could also died, you know. But, I mean, depends what you did. But, like, generally, yeah, it would be nice to see the warden. It would be very nice.
From both Origins and Dragon Age 2, but those characters conspicuously don't reference any important choices you may have made in their presence. This story feels like both a send-off and a soft reboot in a way, which was a bit paradoxically refreshing and disappointing at the same time.
Agreed.
The pacing early on is kind of weird too.
I mean, to be fair, though, I'd rather just wrap this shit up and just go ahead, give us a, I mean, if we do get another Dragon Age story, if we deserve it at this, EA breathing down Bioware's shoulder right now, bro. Is breathing down right now, but anyways, yeah, if we even get another entry, I'd like it to, like, you know, let's move on from these motherfuckers, bro. Like, we done with this whole, because from Origins to Veilguard, it's 20 years in between. We keep having recurring characters every game. Just like, alright, bro, enough said, let's go back to the first Blight or something, or maybe like into the future, you know. Yeah, so I'm good on that, you know.
And I felt
That's what
like
I was
could
expecting.
practically smell the rewrites. For example, it's hilarious that no one ever says the word Veilguard out loud across the 100 hours I played.
Why his Inquisitor look like an anime character? What the
This
fuck?
dialogue-packed campaign, exposing a last-minute marketing pivot for what it is.
You're making us sound like Solas. That's uncomfortable.
But it doesn't take too long for things to get on a good track story-wise, and when they do, they stay on it.
What are they paying attention at first?
Aside...
he looked pretty. I don't know. Something about these Darkspawn. Some of them are okay. I'm like 50-50 on it. But those wraiths look like something from like a space game, bro. Like, so many lights and shit. I'm just like, holy hell, bro. It should have just been the same thing from Inquisition. What were they, like the green things? Or like the red? Some of them were red. If they're like fire ones, I think, or something. Yeah, just keep them like that, bro. Like, why they... Oh, Lord. Or maybe they're like the witch things. I don't know. I'm thinking they're the spirit things, because they were in like the tutorial for like the first fight, I think. So, yeah.
From one huge choice you'll make early on, the most interesting bits of narrative design don't come up until the very end of Veilguard's story. And again, it's hard to dig into this too much without spoiling something.
It's another thing that Maddie said. He was like, you know, game disappointing, but the ending was amazing. I'm just like, oh my, like, what? So, The ending is amazing. I might as well just play the fucking... I'm gonna play it anyways, obviously, you know, but holy hell, man. I'm just like, I just gotta go through it. If I went through Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I can do this. I could do this.
But the finale is also
if it turns out to be bad, you know, because I'm still 50-50. I know Maddie. Maddie is really you know, he really likes Dragon Age, bro. So it's really conflicting for me right now, just making up my mind on the reviews and stuff. You know, I got to play it for myself, I think, at this point.
Very much in the spirit of Mass Effect
and also skills
2,
up,
which has an ending that, up until now, may have been the best series of complex, consequential choices ever featured in an RPG. The sacrifices I had to make in the closing hours hurt. The wise decisions I made paid off, and I even got the chance to dramatically flick an ace out of my sleeve at the very last moment, specifically because I took a very thorough and careful approach to everything leading up to that. It really felt like the ultimate reward.
Attack!
What the fuck is going on?
Throughout it all, the cinematic flair is off the charts, proving that Bioware is unmatched in the RPG world in that particular discipline. So much of the best stuff I can't even show you here, but parts of it felt like watching a big budget fantasy movie in the best ways. A triumphant and effective, if not quite iconic, score elevates these moments further. Dragon Age the Veilguard refreshes and reinvigorates a storied series that stumbled through its middle years, and leaves no doubt in my mind that it deserves its place in the RPG pantheon. The next Mass Effect is going to have a very tough act to follow, which is not...
I don't think so. We'll see, guys. I'm still 50-50, right? I want the game to be enjoyable. I want to have a fun time with it, but we'll see.
Something I ever imagined I'd be saying before I got swept away on this adventure.
It's good to have goals in life.
Enjoyable action combat, a fantastic cast of allies with sweeping story arcs all their own.
Of course, he got the little teenage bedroom type shit, emo ass nigga. You know, I know him from the jump. You know, they showed like the companions' rooms. You know, people had to figure it out. You know, they didn't say whose room was who. I knew who. Yeah. Pretty obvious.
Top-notch cinematics and moving, nuanced character writing are the wings on which this triumphant dragon soars.
He showed that scene like 3 times with the Inquisitor. I hope that's not the only time we see him, bro. I hope it's not. I hope not.
Filling out all the stops in a whirlwind tour of Northern Thedas, and capping it with a terrific finale that's built on memorably tough choices and consequences. If we never get another Dragon Age,
I already knew the review score I saw on Twitter. I tried so hard not to spoil myself on Twitter because, you know, yeah. I just wanted to see if the reviews were up, but, you know, IGN just gotta have the big-ass 9, you know.
At least it got to go out on a high note.
Even if that means our world has to burn.
For more amazing RPGs...
Alright, so that's the end of the IGN review, guard. What you think, guard? What you think, guard? I don't know. I don't know. Because, I mean, if we talk about the other IGN reviews on the game, they were super positive too. There was nothing negative. So I'm just like, okay. You know, I mean, you don't got anything, maybe like some, I mean, well, they said they went, you know, the bugs are pretty much out the game. There's like no bugs, you know, they got Steam Deck verified and shit. But still, like, you know, say, there's a little bit of criticism, goddamn. Because now I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to think, honestly. Like, I'm a little scared. You know, I don't know. I mean, but anyways, they gave it a 9 out of 10. What did Black Myth Wukong? It was probably a 9 at least. What did Black Myth Wukong get? Wait a minute. Hey. don't know what to think. I don't know what to think, guys. Guys. Okay, well, I'm in the middle of Black Myth Wukong. I stopped it to, do my Inquisition playthrough before the game comes out. You can watch that on my YouTube. I'll be posting the last couple parts now because I'll be streaming today, actually, funnily enough, like later today. But anyways, okay, IGN. Okay, well, we will see. Let's see what the comments say, bro. Before you watch, EA removed review access to any creators who were even slightly critical in her or their first impressions. So any and all reviews should be taken with a grain of salt since EA handpicked the people who got to review it. It should also tell you about these people being less critical. But overall, no, they did have like people who were actually like critical of the game too. But yeah, I feel like they probably did handpick them, but there was critical people who did get the, review codes and shit. So Mortismo was pretty critical in his first impressions and is now calling it Game of the Year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think they should have just made more review codes, bro, at the end of the day. Because, like, there's a lot of big people who play the game and, they didn't get the fucking code. It's just crazy. Let's see, after Extra Life video. Yup. Scale Up gave negative review on this. Some channels got denied review code, so beware. Don't fall for 9. Yeah. Why trust their review if they're salty for not getting a review code? I wouldn't say they're salty. They're just saying, like, we don't have a review today because this happened, right? Who's to say Skills Up opinion is more valid? The anti-IGN crowd are exhausting. We also have to consider, like, okay, Maddie did hate Inquisition at first, but he said, like, he went back and, like, played it. He grew to love it, even with its flaws of, like, fucking fetch quests and shit. And he loves the other two games, So hearing him say that it's a disappointment, I'm just like, okay, gotta take that in consideration. I definitely will, because he's a big Dragon Age fan, So just like me. I mean, this Game of 9 is an insult to gays that actually deserve or not. Yeah, that's why I don't know. I mean, well, we don't know that because we didn't play the game. So I'm just like, I have to play the game first because there's just like a lot of hoopla going on. I knew this was going to be a noisy ass week and it's going to be a noisy ass end of the year because of all this shit, man. And at the Game Awards, oh my gosh, bro. So I don't really like, I'm still 50-50. Unfortunately, I thought this would change it, but yes, you already see Maddie's shit right here. Bioware is back? I don't know what he's trying to convey right there, but I mean, obviously clickbait, right? I mean, it is back, yeah, maybe it's not clickbait, but yeah, for some reason, I don't believe a single word in this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I mean, I know I'm gonna probably somewhat enjoy it, hopefully. I don't know, Maddie didn't enjoy it really at all, really. Like, he enjoyed the ending, like, it was, like, amazing, right? Like he said, I was like, oh, shit, that's very bold. But I don't know, guys. For IGN, like, you gotta go to I gotta finish that video. For IGN, like, you have to you gotta consider the other reviews they did. Nothing was superly critical on anything. I don't think they did anything critical at all. Like, nothing negative either. So it's just like, I'm 50-50, guys. 50-50. I don't, it's not going to change, Maybe, because we're only, like, 3 hours in from, like, the reviews dropping. Really 2 hours in, right? So, we will see what happens in the next day or so, next 24 hours. And, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not going to give this video anything, because I don't know what the fuck to think, right? At this point, I mean, you can't really trust IGN anymore in general. They gave She-Hulk like an 8 or something, yeah. And some other questionable scores. Not some, actually, like a lot of questionable scores. So we'll see, guys. I mean, I'm going to play it. Hopefully I enjoy it. I was saying, like, either way, like, the entire time, like, I'm gonna enjoy the game. If it's dog shit or not, I'm gonna enjoy the game. I've said this in all 30 Dragon Age videos I made so far. But now I'm just like, I don't know if I'll enjoy the game, so we'll talk about this in the next video I make. I might post that next video today, but we will see, bro. We will see. But I'm gonna stream Inquisition. You know, we're like pretty much halfway through, and then we gotta do Trespassers. So yeah, I also played the game 13 times. Just by the way, I'm just doing it like a recap type of thing. You know. All right, but peace. Thanks for joining. What do you think? Comment below. Bye.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.